Illusion. What is the mirror of your life reflecting around you now, and what does it mean? Master Lady Kira Ra leads you on a journey of enlightened perspectives as she weaves together the elements waiting to be revealed and often not seen. A fascinating and dynamic hour that will leave your heart smiling and your soul singing. And of course, Kira Ra's famous mini soul readings. Be sure to call in. And now, here is Master Lady Kira Ra.
Namaste, beloved ones, and welcome to Soul Mirrors. What is your life reflecting right now? I am Master Lady Kira Ra, and my heart is just so filled with love for you, for this moment, and for the experience that is before all of us right now. And as we dive into this evening, I do want to share that this is a very special show this evening. There is a lot happening. We are at a very tender moment for all of humanity. We are at a moment where this spiral time ignition is all about our clarity, our purpose, and our passion. And that is the driving energy that will be all the way through 2021. 2021, the year before us, as we are getting ready to transit through this culminating moment of 2020, is about moving from experience to choice. And what's so fascinating is that we are one day into awareness energy. And so we're in this moment between the moment. This moment where we have an opportunity to really dive in. And there is so much to share. There is so much before us. And I want to just first give a big shout out to everyone and say thank you for joining us. A big hello. We love you over at YouTube, both at Official Shri and Kira and at Oneness Talk Radio. Also, hi and hello over to bbsradio.com. And remember, you can call into BBS toll free 888-627-6008, 888-627-6008. And I am going to actually jump over to the call board. Let's see. I do not know if I launched that one yet. Let's take a look at what Kira did or did not do. Nope, there we are. I have just started the conference over there at Oneness Talk Radio, 517-208-1500. Again, that's 517-208-1500. And please call in. And we are just so honored to be with all of you this evening. Of course, coming up in just a few moments, my amazing once a month co-host that just makes us all go, wow, Jess Juntanen. And I love that Jess is with us right on December 1, right in this energy right now. And let's dive in, shall we? So I want to take you on a journey with me because I think a lot of you have been on this journey. And especially this evening, especially as I'm actually getting a little more comfortable in my chair because it's been one of those days. How about you guys? So yesterday, let's talk about it. How was the energy for you yesterday? We're at a moment right now, literally right now, today, this moment, it is December 1, where the doubt energy, the energy that would seek to keep as many stuck in victim consciousness as possible, is coming forth with the greatest hammers, the greatest weapons, the greatest energy it will ever have. And we have been preparing for this battle, have we not? We have said, together we are better. We have held each other's hands and we are not letting go. And my angels, the battle's here. It has begun. And it really began with this incredible up-level moment. This past weekend, we went through that beautiful, remember, the full moon penumbral, I believe it's pronounced, lunar eclipse. And that profound energy, the intensity, because as November is culminating, December is its mirror image. Literally, when I put out the Ascended Numerology for November, I went ahead and put it out with December because it was such a unique moment in our collective history that we would have these 2 months that were literally clones of each other, mirrors of each other, yet carrying such profound energetic vastness, meaning that November was all about choice. all about choice. So all that energy, all the ways that our body was receiving that energy, and I'm going to show you the chart in just a moment. So all the ways that our body was receiving our energy, all the ways that we were spiraling through that beautiful consciousness experience of our soul's massive journey, all of that was happening in a moment of choice. And with the breath you're taking right now, that choice has already become your awareness. And that awareness is the sole difference between the November energy and the December energy. Yet they are gazing at each other in a mirror. And they're inviting you right now to really look at what you're afraid of. Because those of you that are looking in the mirror right now are freaking out. So many of you are saying, oh my God, you're being called up. We're all being called up, and it is not easy. And yet, if we are called up, if we are the generals on the front line, if we are those that have been called up, and we whimper in the face of the first wave, who are we to keep talking? Breathe that in. Breathe that in. I'm sharing that with you because in that naked authenticity, that's who I am. And in the past 72 hours, I have had more thrown at me with greater intensity than I think I have had in any other 72-hour experience of my life. And to the point where yesterday was one of those amazing, fascinating flow days. But just as I was getting ready and going through the PDF of lesson 9, OMG, gotta say, just have to take a stop and say, if you are not part of Monday Magic, you are missing out. Get there Monday night, donation. It goes to all of our humanitarian aid projects. Last night's lesson 9. I always wait until Monday to redo these PDFs. And these are the original discourses that were seeded into the planet in 2006. And Shri and I were very ahead of our time. And at that time, we had been very clearly told, guided, do not do anything except publish these word for word. And that's how they're out there. You don't do anything to change them. And many of you know, Shri and I lost book deals because we wouldn't do that. And we said, no, this is, what we've been asked to do. Well, what we now know is that those ensoulments were seeded into the consciousness of the planet, so that if this moment happened, this convergence of timelines, this convergence of energies, that if this moment happened, then those ensoulments would be there. And Shri and I would still be on the planet, because all of you know all of the attacks we've had and how many times we have crossed over. It's been amazing and an incredible journey with life and death. It really has. And so we're here now. We made it because of this convergence of the timeline, because of each other. And those original ensoulments that were seeded all the way back then are what we unlock every week in Monday Magic. And right now we've been re-releasing Unlocking the Galactic Encyclopedia. Last night, lesson 9, unbeknownst to Shri or I, probably because we didn't give it that much attention, lesson 9 had no title. Of all the ensoulments we've ever put out, and it's been sitting there for 14 years, shame on us or not. And it was interesting because like I said, I always wait until Mondays. And I personally do the ensoulments because I literally ensoul the ensoulment again and call it up. And in the middle of doing this last night, and it wasn't even the middle, it was page 1, this ensoulment was so rich, I received a text from my daughter, who had just been here at TOSA Blue Mountain, telling me that my brother was dying and that he had COVID, and that they didn't expect him to make it through the night, that he had some form of sepsis, and I don't know. I didn't even know he was sick. And I sat for a moment and really had to take in that my brother, this is my older brother. I have 2 older brothers. This is the one that's closest in age to me. We were actually the closest in age. And he we weren't close for a very long time. And what I immediately knew was that it was my mother, because this was my mother's favorite son. It's just who he is. It was her firstborn. I have two older brothers from both of my parents' first marriages. And so he was very, very special to her. And they have always remained very close. And there has always been a very tender relationship for her. And I was able to immediately harness my ascended presence through noticing that my brother lives in New Jersey, and he lives in an area where they're very Republican and where I'm confident they were not wearing masks. And it really brought up for me a lot of things that I had to look at on top of everything else that's been happening in the past 72 hours. And without giving you all the details, I finished the PDF. And the PDF was the most reassuring. I felt as if they were talking to me personally. And I encourage you, if you are part of Monday Magic, go back and really pay attention to last night's lesson 9. If you are not part of Monday Magic, go to Sri and Kira, register. You can pay as little as $1 if you want, and get it and really dive into this, because it's the call to arms. It's the call to action for the spiral timeline. So I want to show you right now. Go ahead. I'm going to share a screen with you. And I want to show you again the Ascended Numerology for December. Now, look at this. Look at this. This is the Ascended Numerology for December. And as I mentioned, this is, make it a little bigger for you guys, this is a clone of November. December is a 7 in Ascended Numerology, as was November. 2020, every month this year, it will always be the 4 plus the double infinite. And December 2020 is the 11 plus the double infinite, which was exactly the same as November. They are mirror images. Remember, what's the first difference? That all of that energy was felt in November through the lens of choice. Whereas now in December, you're going to be feeling it through the awareness of that choice. So here's what's so important to understand right now. If you're looking at this chart, and I'm going to just talk about it for those of you that are listening to us, if you gaze at this form of the body, we have all the chakras identified. The December energy is all about our third eye. And that means today, December 1, was all about a greater vision, about seeing all. And because of that, it is how you are seeing what is around you, the energy that is meeting what you are seeing around you, that is determining whether or not that sudden pounce, because what happened was that energy came right into your third eye, to your vision, and it was like a comet plummeted to your root chakra for the final time this year. Remember, the challenge of 2020 is that the root chakra, your actual essence of who you are, your beingness, has been like a trampoline. Every single month this year, it has been bounced upon. And then it has bounced so high through that double infinite energy that it goes way back out of this dimension, where it comes back in again at your higher chakra, left side divine energy, another call to the feminine energy coming in as the divine. So we are in that energy right now. And because of that, and because it's been 12 hits to that root chakra, everything is calling for balance. Everything is up. Everything is screaming. And that bounce will stabilize on December 14. So between right now, that up level, we all just up leveled. We all just went jump, right? It was like we hit that root chakra and went bounce. That's what happened yesterday. And that's what we're in the middle of right now. And because of that, I found out my brother right after I delivered that PDF. Sri and I, no sooner did we say, we clicked off the air from our Monday Magic. Then I looked at my iPad and found out from my daughter that my brother had transitioned, that he had left. And everything about yesterday, there were so many amazing moments of miracles yesterday on so many levels. So many amazing things were put into place, that how could I take anything out of context that it wasn't amazing? And it was a moment to demonstrate the lioness. It was a moment to demonstrate clear boundaries. It was a moment to demonstrate that which we are, I am. And it was a moment to say, we are here. We are ready. We are open. We are guided as we receive our guidance. And that is the moment we are in when it comes to understanding this new way of experiencing time. And this is the other piece of the energy that's happening, why so many people are spiraling backwards, why this energy that just bounced off the root chakra for many said, I can't take it anymore. There is a disempowerment. The only word I want to use is movement. It's the only word I can use. And I don't mean that like a collective group of people getting together. I'm talking about literally a movement of energy. There is this disempowerment movement because that ascended Kundalini is rising, and the ascended Kundalini will support you in this new energy. The ascended Kundalini is aligned with the eternal spin. And so I want to show you again, and again, if you're listening, I'll go ahead and describe it to you. The up-level calendar. Oh my goodness gracious, how did we get here, guys? There it is. This is the up-level calendar for December, the final one of this year. We will be getting the 2021 up-level calendar out to you within the week, I promise. But you notice it's the temple. December is the temple. And you notice right up there, you see right there, December 2, what you see is this beautiful, beautiful cloud with this golden sun energy coming through it right at the center of the temple. We are in the moment right now where December is the mirror. It is the mirror of November. And tomorrow that mirror will ignite with greater brightness, and it will carry us all the way through until we get to that 14th. And you'll notice that the 14th is also one of those rare moments of the year. The 14th is not just an up level. It is the illuminated new moon peak up level solar eclipse. And this will once more be during our Monday Magic event. Another reason to be part of Monday Magic. I mean, wow. Monday Magic wasn't even happening when this calendar went out. And it just blows my mind how many of our Monday Magics we have been together for these up level events. But this one is the last one of the year of this intensity. And it will be like a comet racing. It's going to be like, just hold on until we get to December 30th, when we have another full moon up level that will absolutely culminate this year as we dive into December 31 as one of the, it will just be that moment, December 31, of great awareness and great experience rolling together as we walk into 2021 and understand spiral time, because we will have been living it this whole month. So I want you to just breathe that in. And I have a lot more to share about that. But before we go any further, I do want to bring in my amazing, incredible co-host, Jess Jutanoon. And I want to share with you the quote. When Jess and I were getting ready for the show tonight, I sent her a quick email, and she sent this back. And this was in her email to me, and it was just so beautiful. I wanted to share it with all of you. So let me share this with all of you before we bring in Jess. And here it is. This is from Jess. Today, to Kira Ra, I am in deep reverence and connection with this moment on the planet, that it is a powerful moment we have all said yes to, and that it is breathtaking to behold. We are being asked to walk in trust and to radiate presence so that others remember that they too can do the same. And so, yes, they can. And wow, let's bring in that amazing. There she is, the gorgeousness, the beauty, the queen. And I bow before Ms. Jess Jutanoon. Welcome, Angel.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so awesome to be here, like always. And as I was sharing with you too, an email earlier, it feels like it was 1,000 years ago when we did the last soul mirrors in November. It's crazy, you know. Here we are on December 1st, and yeah, no accidents at all, you know, that we're together tonight with all of you on this moment, opening up the spiral energy. It's been an amazing last couple days, I have to say.
It really has. And I do want to share with everyone that if you had our e-card, you already saw this. Not only is it Monday Magic on that June 14, but also Jess will be hosting her ceremony as well. It's a double hitter. It's one of those like, eat your dinner early, get the popcorn made, get going kind of nights, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be doing the new moon ceremony before Monday Magic. So if you are interested, please check out selfascensionstudios.com or look in the e-card if you got that. The link is in there. It's a donation based, it's a gift of the heart, and truly it's just such an honor to do these circles every month. It's been awesome. And that's going to be an amazing day. I mean, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. When you were sharing about the energy of that day, I am just excited. I'm excited about it in 2021.
Right. Well, that's why I wanted to wait to have you on. So let me share, because I wanted you here with me. So I did kind of play with these on Sunday, but I really want to share. So tell me how's your past 48 hours been, Jess? I mean, let's talk about that before I put this up. I mean, talk to me.
Yeah, it's been fascinating. I feel like every energy and every dance that could be had has been had. There's a real,
Right?
yeah, there's a little bit of tension, of growth and expansion.
I'll have a dandy blend to that.
I got my dandy blend as well.
Dandy blend, girls. All right, go for it.
Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. And yeah, so much has come in. And boy, the expansion is so great, and I'm so grateful for it, because if I didn't have that reference point, holy Hannah, I would have lost my mind. If I was in density sanity right now, that would be rough, because I'm feeling what they're feeling to an extent, and it's interesting, and it's very much things coming forward to be examined, like, are you sure? Is this the choice you want to be making? There's almost an urgency in it, right? In what choices. Definitely feeling that third eye activation this morning. Woke up with a lot of head stuff going on. Had to do massive clearing, walks, time outside. But it's through the service. Every time I'm in service, though, it's just electric. It's so amplifying. So if we're saying yes to the things that bring us joy and the way that we serve in the world, whatever that looks like, and I'm seeing this for like a lot of other people, that's the path, and it's very lit up. So it's exciting, but yeah, it's very back and forth sometimes. Yeah. So that's my experience.
Well, that's exactly, I'm listening to you and I'm like, that's it, and this is also a moment where the energy is pulling you. I want to read what I put in the e-card, because this is really the energy. And when I show the graphic in a moment, everything you just shared, and when you understand this energy, it's about really allowing ourselves to relax into the spiral time. Remember, I have not put out the full calendar. This is just the first energy flow, because it's so different. And that's why, remember, the week we're in right now is this bullseye energy. And so it's like bullseye, whatever is holding you back is going to go in your face today. I mean, or over this week. If it's, and it's normally going to be your ego. At some point, your ego is going to have to look at itself. So it's going to be how you look at that moment and how you call that moment in. And that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like, okay, if we're the warriors, then how can we fail that test? The universe threw my brother at me. And knowing that my stepdad, my dad really just transitioned a year ago. My mom is still not over that. And now my mom is losing him. And I thought, as a mother myself, you're a mother, Jess, right? Any mother to watch her child transition. My mom's close to 90. Yeah. It broke my heart that my mom was still on the planet to go through this. Right. And because of COVID. And just everything around that really got in my face earlier today. I mean, yesterday, I really had to look at that. Yeah. And it was a fascinating moment, because it is, and you're aware of another incident that happened yesterday as well. It was like they weren't stopping. No. It was like I was trying to go, I will not stop. And I swear, I felt like, what's the Marvel movie where they're throwing the big blobs? And it's like he keeps running, whatever one that was. But that's what
remember.
it has felt like.
Yeah.
And the gift, Jess, is that I now know I won't stop. You
No,
can
you will not.
and
I know you
I
won't. I will not. We will
right?
not stop.
Right. And I think that's the gift, is that because a lot of people are stopping, Jess,
Yes.
because you've got to make the choice right now. You are either a victim or not.
Yes.
And if you are having to defend, not, it's so important. It's all about consciousness. And forgive me, there's just like so much to share. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah,
Right?
there's a lot to share. Yeah, we could be here all night.
Oh, easily. So let's spiral, right? Let's
Yeah,
spiral.
let's do it.
So let's put that up, because this is exactly what we're talking about. So here's the first one. I want to first talk about just this month. So here is what just happened. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if I can just make it. There it is. Okay. So that is what just happened. So this is the December 2020 balanced creation. Remember, it's going to be December 14 when that spiral time is really going to push up. Now, if you can see, you see where the yin yang symbol is in the center with the beautiful, okay, that is the energy of the fifth dimension stabilizing as the gateway. And because it's stabilized as the gateway, what imagine you're gazing at this. I'm sitting up in my chair trying to do it. So imagine you're floating above this and you're gazing down into the yin yang. Is that making sense? So as you're gazing down into that, notice if you go right into the center point, that point between the two dots, right in the center, you see there's an explosion. If you go in, you see that? That is the molecule of creation that we each have inside of us that will ignite December 14 and call forward the spiral time ignition. Yeah,
Wow.
I can't breathe.
Wow. I know, just like taking that in, and I feel everyone taking that in.
Here we go. Look, how's that?
Wow.
Right there. That is literally right now. And what is so incredibly profound, and that I know is the reason I'm still on the planet, is to make sure, is that this right here, what's happening is, you see that Merkaba down to the left there on the bottom, that equilateral Merkaba? You see it has the dark pyramid facing you there. And then, okay, so that's down near the bottom. That equilateral Merkaba is actually people in light bodies trapped between fourth and fifth dimensional.
Wow.
And what's wonderful is, you see, you're never outside the spiral. We're always, this is very close to what my near-death experience looked like. And like I said, one day the animator will show up. But you see how what's happening is, you have a lot of people in light bodies right now that are confused. And do you remember last night, what did they say? What did they say? What happens when it's millions? And that's what's happening. You've got a lot of light workers, and just over the past 48 hours, that number has amplified, of light workers that went lateral and got stuck.
There's a lot of that happening, and it's like an infection or something.
No, that is exactly, no, that's really what it is. I mean, that's very an astute way of describing it. Yeah, very much so. So how are you noticing that?
You know, when I kind of like tap into some of the realms where I'm working, and some of that is social media realm, so that's always interesting, but that's where I'll end up seeing a lot of that playing out in like these bigger communities of light workers and beings that are so so filled with light, but have opened themselves through usually some doubt or some ego attachments to the right way or the path, like seeing some like dogmatic, stuck in not trusting themselves fully, looking outside for the answers, and then people saying, I have the answers, no, I have the answer. You know, it's very interesting, but yeah, lack of trust in themselves.
That's self-sabotage. The very definition of self-sabotage is lack of trust in the self.
Yeah.
All self-sabotage comes because you're not trusting yourself. And that is the moment at hand right now. It's all about trust, Jess. It's either about trusting what, here's what's so amazing. Let me back up 1 second. So how many people do you know right now? Because I'm certainly witnessing them, and I bet you are too. people that have been on the journey, claim to have been doing all the work, always give you all their pledges of, I'm always going to be doing this. And they're blowing up right now. And the reason they're blowing up right now is because deep within them, they've been looking for a reason to stop anyway. Whenever anyone, and this is important for all of you to know, anyone in your life right now that suddenly is going to pick one little element, this is because this week right now, we talked about this on Sunday, right? It's bullseye. Boom. It's not only an arrow, it's an arrow with flames, right? We're burning down the house, baby. And so you can't hide right now. You can't hide. And so because you cannot hide, you will put yourself in situations. And I'm seeing this in so many levels across so many dimensional experiences and through all beings right now. Because you cannot hide, the truth will be revealed. If you've really been doing the work, then it's going to be revealed. You've really been doing the work and you're going to flourish. And if you've been lying to yourself or others, you're going to be exposed. And then, and this is the gift, because sometimes we don't know we're lying to ourselves, right? You might have
a lot of times we don't know.
Right? No, we don't.
Not bad. It's
right?
Yeah.
Right? That's how we grow. So that's the real moment though, Jess. The moment where if something is revealed before us that we were not aware of, that we are now aware of, that's the moment of mastery. It's how you walk through that moment. Does your ego greet it and use it as that stick you've been looking for to regress because you've been looking for a reason to do it anyway? Or do you step forward as the master and go, thank you. Thank you. I found it. Love yourself enough and all that has brought you to that moment to step through. That's why so many of those light vehicles are stuck between the fourth and fifth dimension right now, because their ego can't let them go.
Yeah.
And it's an ego-centric moment on the planet.
It truly is. It's all about me, my. It's a heavy energy, but the opportunity that's there in that, and that you talk about, it's like, the more that we can keep amplifying our own trust, if we are in it, the more we're going to assist them to remember again when they're ready to.
Exactly. Well, and the key is that there is a really profound energy that is saying, look, we really want you guys to stop. And again, I encourage every being on the planet, go read lesson 9.
That was profound. I mean, that really was. I mean, I know we say that all the time, but that was insane. Yeah.
I know.
It's too perfect for right now. From everything that we are going through, the virus, the literal virus, it's crazy what is being shared, and very reassuring, and remembering the
clarifying.
Yes, clarifying. Yeah, there's this context. There's a way bigger picture of what is happening, and it really maps that out.
It really does. And that's why I want to say again, remember, it's all about consciousness. That's the key, is to remember that anytime we are in a moment of doubt, that's the moment your consciousness is vulnerable, because that's the self-sabotage. You can only doubt when you don't trust. Doubt is like the baby of not trusting. I do not trust, therefore I doubt. I'm birthing little doubt babies all the time, right? So start trusting and stop creating all this doubt. When you trust, you birth abundance.
Yeah, and what is there to lose by just playing with trusting? I mean, what's there to lose?
That's a great question, Jess. And here's what I hear from a lot of people. They're terrified, because it always comes down to fear, right? What is there to lose? That I might have to hold myself accountable. And that's the oxymoron, because, or might not be the right word for that, the right number. But what it is that, okay, if you trust yourself enough to move forward, then what you're really saying is, I have released the doubt. And if you're moving forward from that sincerity, love, and presence, then the divine inspiration guides you into a moment where your declaration a moment ago is 100% accurate. What is there to lose? Nothing other than doubt. You can lose the doubt.
Yes.
However, Jess, and this is, I love this. Saint Germain talks about this. The Archangelic Realm talks about this. When we say out loud, right? I trust, I trust, I trust. But deep down within, we're like, I'm testing, I'm testing, I'm testing. Yeah, this is whatever. Yeah, or I'm tired of doing the work. Because let's face it, Jess, you gotta want to do the work, and you gotta keep going. Archangel Zadkiel says it. You gotta always say yes, right?
Keep saying yes. Keep saying yes again and again and again.
Well, and so if it's all about consciousness, and we're now adapting to spiral time, let me share this one last. I want to share this with you guys too. So check this out. This is 2021 energy. So there's 2021, literally. So we go from that fifth dimension, which was that beautiful anchored energy, right? Remember the lotus on the other one with the yin yang symbol? That it ignites as the top of the pyramid of spiritual awakening. And so in order to, and this is the blessing and the challenge that's going to happen. So in order to really hold consciousness in 2021, and this is all about consciousness, you've got to stay in the chalice of really this divine feminine ninth dimensional golden ray presence and literally be the chalice. We are each being called to be the chalice, constantly receiving and knowing that our cup is constantly being showered. Because what's happening is, you see, remember, this is from the pyramid of spiritual awakening. These are all these circles here, these that are coming in here. You see the handle of the chalice coming up to the seal. That's what that transition is to the chalice. These spiral openings are still learning how to adapt with the seed of creation. And so those of us that are able to hold the chalice open can be the stable presence at a moment where everything's learning how to work together again.
Wow. I'm like completely lost in this for a moment. Just really feeling this. And I know everyone's feeling this, sharing. There aren't a lot of words.
I agree. And one of the things that I just want to share that really kind of blew my mind away. Many of you know I've been showing you guys elements of this all year. And now all the elements have come together.
Yeah, it's blowing my mind.
Yeah. And what's really got my final mind blown is up top here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Do you see that? Okay. That is the violet flame of creation that is sitting above the chalice. And that is constantly, if you see the center of the chalice, you see this coming straight up through the chalice, hitting this center, this circle of creation, coming up like a straight arrow. And that's what we're in right now, the bullseye, igniting this violet ray so that it's constantly showering. Well, this graphic and that energy first were done in June.
Yes.
And as I'm speaking to you today, they finished the foundation of the violet flame dome here at TOSA Blue Mountain.
It's absolutely amazing. And this violet energy has been with us all day. I have been feeling it. And it came through in my show earlier today, like 3 times, 3 cards. I mean, it's just been everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, speaking of everywhere, shall we bring in some of our beautiful callers?
Please,
We've got all these beautiful people that have been so patient and waiting. And we're going to go over to BBS Radio first. And if you want to jump in over there, guys, it looks like there might be a line open, 888-627-6008. And of course, over at OTR, 517-208-1500. So, hey, let's say hi to, it looks like Delisa Ray from Pennsylvania, who is a first timer and normally a spectator. So, hey there, welcome, sweet. sweetheart. Welcome on line 1. Yeah.
Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you well. You sound great, Angel.
Oh my gosh, same. I am like so. First of all, yes, I caught you earlier today, and I've been watching free. Oh my gosh, I've been watching you for years and just enjoying so many confirmations and just that sharing of journey on this earth, you know. And I can't even believe that I got through. I am not like one of those go-getters, caller kind of people. And my own guidance was like, give her a call. And I honestly don't even know why. First, I just wanted to send you my love on walking that walk of laying the new grid, and also being very much a part of the witnessing of the old and the goodbyes. And so I just want to give you my love so much. So I guess a mini soul reading would be cool. I'm just so excited to get to even connect with you girls. Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, we love you. We
Yes.
just love you. And honey, you know, I want to share with you, bring your hands to your heart if you can. I'm just giggling because the whole reason you got through is for the affirmation of getting through. And your guides have just been giggling the entire time. The entire time you've been sharing, you have these beautiful group with you right now. There's 4. Perfect balance, right? So these 4 are behind you, and they just like, they're constantly, they have like this beautiful little harmony going on. It's very cool. But it's very melodic, very beautiful. And they're like, it's like such beautiful melody that you've just become so accustomed to them that sometimes you're not even aware of the extraordinary amount of guidance you're getting. And so they're saying that tonight they wanted you to have some fun and to know that they are there. And they're saying that it was the getting through. And of course, you're our first caller. I want you to breathe that in too, that they're saying you are better. You are that manifester. And that from this moment on, you will start remembering even more. And so my heart, and as I'm sharing that with you, wow, you feel that, Jess? It's like, I feel like we're doing the Wonder Woman moment, you know, boom, you know, here I am. And so here you are, you rock. Oh my God. Jess, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to share. Is like, yes, you are a go-getter. Like the second you uttered that, it's like, yeah, you are. You are out there going and getting it all the time, and you're going to keep doing that. And it's so perfect you got in. I'm so honored to have been journeying today with you throughout this day. And, you know, just bowing, you know, and that deep recognition. And my star went off right when we connected. Just star consciousness, recognition. Be with your star a lot. Just have fun. Yeah, this is a great journey. Thank you for calling in.
We love you, sweetheart.
Thank you to stars. Thank you.
Oh, we love you, honey. Namaste.
So much love. Enjoy the rest of your show. I know I will. Thank you. And
Thank you, Angel.
so much love. Goodbye.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
You feeling that, Jess?
Oh, it's so good.
Deep, right? Deep, like really
Deep, yeah.
Deep. And you know what I'm loving is that as we are in this energy of the spiral right now, that it's just feeling like this really beautiful momentum energy. And I do want to share and remind everyone, remember that this New Year's Eve, we just released it. We will be broadcasting live from that violet flame dome that's going up right now. And I know we'll have pictures at Sundays. They're photo journaling the whole thing this Sunday. We're going to have that. But we're going to be this New Year's Eve. Go to ShriAndKira.com. Get there. You can come in for $1 donation. All of your donations feed people that really need food and help a lot of refugees that really need a place to sleep. So thank you for your kindness, and join us New Year's Eve. So I'm excited about New Year's Eve, Jess. I really am, because it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be, it's always amazing, but this is going to be a big one. I mean, everything that's lining up around this. This is huge. And being together, it's so great. If you guys have not been to a New Year's Eve yet, you have to come. It is so good. You don't have other plans. It's COVID. You're going to hang out with us on New Year's Eve.
And like, you can have other plans. Do us first, right? We always
just hang out with us first.
Exactly right, because it's 8:00
Yeah,
Eastern.
it's well
And
before midnight.
Yeah, so 8:00 Eastern, be there, because the other thing I'm already excited about is what ensoulment is showing up this year.
I
Jess.
know. What
Right?
is going to come through? Who's coming through? Who's going to be here? That's the $1 million question.
I would be
And
like,
you'll find out after.
You guys need like a squares card in the back. I got 10 on the divine directors and 20 on this one. Because it's really like, it's just that moment. That is spiral time. Because spiral time lets go of all things linear. And that's why victim consciousness is going to have a really hard time with spiral time. And this is why you're going to see the polarity increase. The blessing is that those that are really focused and that, steadfast commitment, focused awareness, complete trust can walk through those moments. The amount of massive exponential incredibility is the word I want to give it, off the charts. I mean, like off the charts. And for those who want to stay in victim consciousness, it spirals inward. It's going to get very, very angry, very intense. And so this is another reason why right now, this week, in that bullseye energy, are you using your tools? And the container practice, stay clear, stay clear, stay clear. If you don't know what that is, go to shrinkera.com, look at self-ascension practices, learn the container practice. What about you, Jess? What are you noticing is helping?
Yeah, definitely outside. I mean, I'm always a nature person, so being outside is huge. Being with the energy of the earth and the trees and really connecting, clearing, cleansing, water, lots of water, foot baths, couple showers a day if you have the luxury to do that, yeah, just really and maintaining the hand to heart, really being with that a lot, being with myself and my words and actions, with that kindness, as much as possible. That's the support, giving myself all of that support.
Well, that's beautiful support, and I love it. And, the other thing I do want to share is, along with being outside, whether you're outside or inside, you got to move this beautiful body.
Yes.
And so,
one of the things last night, amazing. Right? Holy cow. It was like the best yoga ever. Yeah. Move your body, stretch, yoga, dance, have fun.
Exactly. Have fun and enjoy it. Find something you really enjoy,
Yeah,
and
don't make yourself do some grueling workout you hate. No.
Right? No, do a grueling workout you love. Like, I can hardly wait to get on my treadmill every day. I'm like, get me on there. All right. Hey, you want to go over? Let's go to Oneness Talk Radio. All right. We're going to go over to Oneness Talk Radio, and we're going to say hi to Bountiful Utah. Hey, Bountiful Utah. Namaste. Welcome. Hi. Okay, we're going to mute. Sorry about that. All right, let's go to Mercerville, New Jersey. I see a hand raised. Hey, Mercerville, New Jersey. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, namaste.
Hi. Namaste. Thank you so much for your wonderful wisdom. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I can feel the spiral and what you're saying. It's a very amazing process. Each day is just a new journey for me. But can I have a mini soul reading?
Well, thank you for asking. We're happy to offer that to you. I want to share with you that as you were sharing, fascinating energy. I'm getting this energy. It's like in the left side of my third chakra. And it almost feels like, not like a knife, but it just feels like this energy. It's like your ascended Kundalini is saying, hey, I'm right here when you're ready to be with me. It's like your mind is still wrapped around your third chakra, rather than saying, okay, my third chakra is now 100% the joy of me finally saying yes to me. And then it's like a breath, and it's like an inhale. And on the exhale, it's like everything straightens, and it's like boom, 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 boom. Like you're this instant waterfall ready to just explode. And Jess, I see you've got something to jump in with.
Oh, I tried to echo that. My hand went immediately to my third chakra, and almost like a little bit of like a knot or something that's there, you know, on that left side, like you were sharing, Kira, spot on. And the breath, and just feeling the importance of you really connecting to your breath. Bring your hands to that belly, pop them, let them open when you do that exhale. Move the arms, move your body. And yeah, you absolutely can move through this. You know, you are the master, and you called in this moment. So give that area some extra love.
Thank you, my love. We love you. Bye-bye. Wow. Jess, I'm looking at the time going, how does this happen? We have like 3 minutes. We have like 3 minutes left of the show. Oh my gosh. So we have plenty more callers we can grab. We try
grab one more caller.
Let's go over to BBS Radio. We're going to go to, it looks like Dina from Michigan. All righty. Has a feeling she wants to describe line 4. Hey, Dina. Welcome, Angel.
Hi. Oh, wow. I'm so glad to get to talk to you.
Hi.
I was listening to you, and I just feel like I need to explode, or I'm going to explode with creativity, but I think my root chakra might be blocked or something, and I don't know. I'm just so excited to listen to what you two have to say, and I'm still kind of, I don't know if it's fear. I don't know what it is.
You know, it's so funny, Angel. I'm going to jump right in because you're just too darn cute. Your root chakra, I'm like all tingly. I'm like, yeah, baby, let's go. And all I'm seeing is you, and you're like outside going like, yeah, like you're doing the Snoopy, I call it the Snoopy dance. You know, you're just like doing the happy dance. Your body is saying to you, use me in a new, different way. Your ascended Kundalini is so crystalline, and it's spiraling like crazy. And that's why you got through right now. What this is all about for you is trusting you more, loving you more. Honey, you've got this like tribe behind you, and you are ready. My whole crown chakra is tingling as I'm talking to you. I love that you got through to us tonight. Jess, we have about a minute to share anything else, anything you want to add.
I think that's just so perfect. And what came through loud is drumming. Bang on some drums.
Right? Yeah, that would be
that
good.
moving.
Seriously good. Yeah.
I just like it popped right in there. Drum, drum, drum.
Boom, boom. Yeah, come into our come down
so
and
much.
we'll do it in our Temescal. Whoa.
Yeah.
Right on. We love you. Thank you for calling.
I love you too. Thank you.
Namaste. Many blessings, Angel. Well, Jess, as we are all walking into this moment, we would be remiss if we did not talk about the WWA Summit. I am beyond excited at what's happening. Please, 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 everyone here, go to WWA Global, WWAGLOBAL, write that down, .com. Learn what's happening. Go to the Our Story page. Join this incredible moment. Now, look, we already released the residential on-site program. We only have like 5 spaces left. I mean, it's just crazy how fast we sold out. So go and learn about that. Now, that's just the residential program that it's talking about, because you will want to be with us New Year's Eve, because Jess, you know, right? Drum roll. Right?
Yes.
Eve, yay. What are we doing New Year's Eve, Jess?
We are announcing the virtual summit. So for those of you that cannot be on site all over the world, we are going to be connecting very globally. Oh my gosh, from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain. Tons of music, speakers, a festival. I mean, it's really a festival. I mean, it's going to be amazing. Everything that keeps happening is blowing my mind.
Yeah. And you know, the Cagnati are coming back on 12/12, Jess, in the energy of the 12/14. And
Yay.
on 12, our entire residential community here, we have some beautiful guests that are coming. It's their honeymoon that are coming down from the United States. And we are together going to be doing the Wachuma with Alexander for all of this. And this is all part of that WWA. Guys, get on board, be there. WWAglobal.com. If you want to come down, make a decision soon. There's a 25-page PDF. Download it, look at it, get here, and make a note. Be with us New Year's Eve. Go to ShreeandKara.com. You can register for that right now. And New Year's Eve, it happens. And you know what else I love about New Year's Eve, Jess? We all dress up.
Yes.
And
It's
I'm
so
so
fun.
excited. We have about 20 people showing up from around the world that will be with us when we're broadcasting live from the Dome of the Violet Ray. And we'll all be dressed in our best master costumes. And I'm excited to help everybody else who's not here be in theirs. And so,
Yeah.
Jess, you better join us. I'm going to have to drag you in New Year's Eve. You're gonna...
I'll be there. I'll be there.
All right. Well, Jess, why don't you take us out? We are complete for this moment. We love you. Make sure you check out Monday Magic and just stay yes to you this week, guys.
Yeah, say yes to you, stay in your presence, be clear about what you want, and create your vision. Together, we're creating the new world. We're doing it. We are doing it, guys. Thank you for being here. We are better together.
And so it is. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Namaste, my angels. Many blessings.
Thank you for joining us, and be sure to tune in every Tuesday at 5 p.m. for more adventures. You can learn more about Master Lady Kira Ra at ShreeandKira.com or visit their YouTube channel, Official Shri and Kira. May your heart in all ways know the Master you are.